to music would fit in lengthwise just fine with everybody now.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
shocks me because when I'm listening to these projects now and I'm like, man, it's over already. I just like what? But it is what it is. So then with
Wait, hold on. So just on that note, real quick, I was listening to um 10% Disc the other day. I was like, yo, it has 5 verses. 5 verses. You can't even these days, you're lucky if you could get two. It's like basically most songs, well, I wouldn't say most songs, but a lot of songs are like 1 or 2 verses. That's it. Like you're not even getting to 3 verses anymore. That song had 5 verses.
and what was I've also heard many different things about 10% this and the Antoinette and all these different things. What was the real genesis slash why did that happen? That
Cause,
rivalry.
cause uh, I got an attitude. The beat sounded like they used the same technique, sampling the first few seconds of Impeach and flipping it in a way that sounded similar to Top Billing. So he's like, yo, let's diss him. That's all it was. It wasn't nothing personal. Nobody's. It was just, yo, y'all a beat biter, the dope style take.
I'll take her.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And then as bringing it back to Light, as MC Light, became a huge artist and doing so many different things, how or why didn't you do more with her? Like, did you guys just grow apart musically? Like, what was going on?
I think I think that they were trying to push her more heavy D, and she was a little less resistant than me. Like she'd be like, "Okay, I'll use Wolf and Epic. Okay, I'll use Jermaine Dupri," and she went with it, and which was fine. I think that my music might be considered less commercial. I don't know. Um, but one of the things that always bothered me about music and the charts and stuff, like when they say the pop charts, like a lot of people think, especially back in the days, that when you say pop music, that is a sound, right? They'd be like, oh, pop music, Britney Spears, Backstreet Boys, or whatever. But that's not really what pop music is. Pop music is popular music. So whatever it is, if it's 50 Cent or Top Billing or whatever it is that's popular, that's what pop music is. And you never know what's going to be popular until it is. So it's hard to predict. Some people have better judgment than others, but really it's all a roll of the dice as far as what's going to be the most popular, because people can surprise you in what they like.
That's for sure. Okay. So with I Don't Care, the album, and then what I remember reading back in the days, the first Dead Indian, or if that was what it was, but what was going on with Atlantic to where the first album comes out, what more can I say? And it does so well. I Don't Care does or doesn't do as well. But then what happened to the dissolution of the relationship and the third album with Atlantic?
Well, we had a lot of problems with the second album because I said something stupid. And so we got shut down basically for the second record. And the third record, First Dead Indian, was even more. I think that was perfect example of me, especially saying, I don't care what you say, I'm just gonna do what I do. So that record is a lot more um, I don't know, underground. It's not commercial. And they didn't want it. It wasn't commercial enough. Uh we had like 2 songs from Easy Mo B. Grandmaster Flash did a couple of songs on it. Weed King of Chill and Audio 2. So it was like a really underground, dry you know, album. So when I say dry, empty, it's more sparse. So
And
they
you mean
it,
that sonically, you mean that, right?
right, so they couldn't see it. And it was like, all right, we'll we'll um we'll go a different direction.
And then
Matter of
why?
fact, I got First the Indian right here if you want to hear some. But
I would love to. But please, so then what?
let me see. Let me open up my my iTunes. Let me see.
So this is, you would have made this stuff in like 91, 92 ish?
Yeah, yeah. All right, let me see. This is an easy B joint right here. It's a fact and I'm better than the last time you heard me rhyme. So take it. I'm gonna make my mama proud and bring on my back the stuff. New with a girl is just as cute. I'm large, it's fat, I'm extra. Soup, smooth, it's a fine quality texture. I'm the milkman in front of the mic stand. DJ gets mad, it's funky. I get in my hand and as you clap, I'm a rap, okay? Then, and I'ma keep it going and going and going until you say, wait, oh, what the fuck? I got the folks on parked outside. That's an exclusive. I think you're the
Wow,
only one.
that's crazy. Wow. Well, do you want me to put that in when I run this stuff or no?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
Okay.
You.
Um, that's crazy. So with that time, because I know it's a different, it seems to be different case by case, but like you got an Easy Mo B, you got all these different people working with you, like even me participating in a different way with different projects, it's always like real was it crushing to not be able to put the album out, or did you just look at it as business at that point, or how did you take it?
um, I don't know. That's a good question. I um, I think I kind of just take things as they happen and kind of just look at all of the positive stuff and be grateful for the positive stuff. It's a little disappointing, but I do believe that everything happens for a reason as well. So I don't know. It's hard to tell. Um, I it's funny because First Dead Indian is also becoming another one of those stories and legends. Like I get so many people that contact that are interested, and I'm like, yo, it's been 40 years, like, and y'all are still talking about First Dead Indian. So it's like one of those legends, I don't know.
Hmm. If somebody came to you, would you want to put it out or no?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with that at all. I have a few uh albums worth of material that's never come out. And I think I'm gonna start releasing it. And I've actually recently, probably in the last month, have been inspired. So I've been working on some new material. I think I'm gonna release a record of a record, some music soon. That shows you how old I am, right? A new record soon. Um, so yeah, so I don't know. I have a lot of stuff that I did that I wish that more people would have heard, but it is what it is.